You have to be careful. You have to be careful because it's not like, okay, you can make money instantly, fast and quick and things like that. No, it's not like that. A lot of these things are just, okay, not that easy. So this guy, John Chow, invested into this company, I guess, a number of years. And he thought that investing into them was going to, was worthwhile for him. He kept talking about it. He sent out emails to his followers that this is a company you get involved in and they do really good well. You make a lot of money. You'll make tons of cash and things like that. So I'm always wary of people when sometimes they do that, I always say, okay, red flag, I see it right away. Let's kind of like, okay, let me check them out. So he was constantly talking about it. My husband was kind of looking at it, thought about looking at it. This was last year. And lo and behold, just recently, that company filed, they have a class action suit against them for apparently fraudulent FDC violations or something like that. So it's called Moab.com. If you were to go to Moab.com, you'll see on their website, they have no website anymore. It's just the Central Florida, I believe a couple of lawyers and attorneys in the Central Florida area, in Orlando specifically, have gotten a hold of a lot of these people who signed up with Moab, and they didn't get what they were promised. And some people invested $20, $30, $40, $50, $60,000 into this opportunity. And they got nothing back, but they were just spending. So, I look at something like that, and from my experience, I often say when people say money back guarantees, I have used WordPress before. WordPress has plugins, if you're not familiar with what those are. And when I purchase anything that I've purchased online in certain things, when they say money back guarantee, I do believe that. But I always inquire beforehand. Okay? Tip number 1, inquire beforehand on anything that you're going to do. Whatever it is you're going to do, inquire beforehand what you're going to do. Ask questions. I don't care if you take up all their time. It's about you being able to make a conscientious, wise decision on what business opportunity you want to engage in, what people you want to partner with. You have to take it seriously. You just can't say, okay, I'm just going to go by the seat of my pants. I don't care what happens. If you care about the money, see, this is the thing for me. I didn't have a lot of money when I started. So I had to watch where every penny went. Okay? And that's a good thing, though, because it is out of that kind of training and discipline, I should say, that made me wise to not making an erroneous decision. So that's what I learned. So I didn't have a lot. So if I was spending $500 or some investment costs $500, I better be able to account for where that $500 is going to go. And then I had to ask my husband about it. But that's not true today. But I had to do that. So I had to do that as a result of that, because you have to treat it in the sense of, hey, this is my last set of money, okay? I only have this much money. Even if you have $1,000 and they're saying spend this, you have to make that an issue with yourself. That's all the money I have. Because if you don't put any limits on yourself and discipline yourself, then you're going to end up spending more than you should. And then you're going to come around, they're going to be taking more money because, hey, I got more money. You're not even going to notice the fact that they're taking advantage of you, and you're getting something for nothing. You're giving something for nothing, I should say. So you're spending lots of money and you're getting nothing back in return. So you're investing in something and you're not getting anything back in return. So they have taken you for a ride. So this company, Moab.com, and many others out there like that, you know? And so there's a lot of those out there. So that's the thing that you have to be careful about. There's a lot of those companies that are like that, a lot of them that are out there, doing things like that. So you look at a lot of these different companies and things like that, but you have to put in your mindset, this is my last set of money. I can't afford to spend a whole lot of money. And so I'm going to limit myself into how much money I spend, how much I invest. So this way, you won't be swindled. So the mentality, your mindset has to be a mindset. And if yours is a mindset of I have to have it quick, fast now, I don't want to work for it, I want it easy, then you're never going to make it. You're not even going to make it to first base. You're never going to make it. You have to cultivate habits, certain kind of habits in your life. That's why personal development is a standard for me. You have to make sure you're cultivating those types of things in your life. Because I wouldn't fall for anything that somebody's going to tell me I can make money quick, fast, and easy. Because there's no such thing. I look over the years and the things that I've done and all the work that I've done. And sometimes I look at it, I don't even believe I've ever really imagined it would be that much. But it's because I love doing it, I stuck with it. And because I stuck with it, I am today doing extremely well in every aspect of it. So the pitfalls for somebody like John Shaw, who's very experienced, who's been online marketing for quite some time, I guess he got caught up in the moment of quick, fast, easy, quick, fast cash. He believed in them. But what he got back in return was that they were really taking advantage. They were really taking a lot of money. They weren't delivering on a lot of the stuff. So money back guarantees are those things they promised. So you look at those types of things. Ask lots of questions. Ask questions like, okay, I see that you have money, and if they don't have one, then you really don't want to bother with them. If you look at something like that and you see, okay, money back guarantee, and you inquire, is that legitimate? Is that valid? And you have to ask them all kinds of questions. So you have to do things like that. But most people don't do that. They just get so enamored by the amount of money that you can make, and they get so caught up in, you can make all this kind of money, and the next thing they know, they're spending their life savings. It happens every day. If you don't stand for something, if you don't have any values, if you don't have anything that you're standing for, then you're going to fall for anything. You'll fall for the man in the blue suit, or the man in the green suit, or the man in any color suit that hands you something and says, I'm going to do it this way. Then you'll go right along and you'll be sucked right in. Next thing you know, you're left with absolutely zero. I kind of liken that to I'm not going to get into politics. I'm not going to get into politics. But I kind of liken that into that, where people bought into something and it didn't turn out as they planned. And I speak of the Republican Party. See, I don't get so deep into politics, but I speak of that. They were swindled, and they were had, and they were bamboozled into believing and thinking that they were able, that the promises were all lies. So now they're living the results of lies and lies and lies, and then it goes on. So that's the same thing, like this business, and like any business that tries to hustle you. If you don't have any values, if you have no core values, no core cultivating any kind of quality, healthy habits in your life, you're going to fall for anything. And then who are you going to get mad at? You can't get mad at it. You can get mad at anybody if you want to, but it's not going to do you any good. You should get mad at yourself, because you're to blame. So you are standing not in a point of validity. You have no, whose fault is it? It's your fault. So that's the importance of making sure that you cultivate healthy habits that are going to make you learn, that are going to be healthy for you, helpful for you, that you can invest in, that's going to give you a long-term investment somewhere along the line later on in your life. Because to be taken, to be so to speak, taken advantage of, it's not really always taken advantage of. It's because you put yourself in that position to be taken advantage of. Because we can do that too, that can happen by our own doing. So if you have core